Ladies and gentlemen, you have just tuned into probably what is going to be a very interesting video because I said I was going to do this video, and when I did a little bit of homework to try to figure out exactly what I wanted to do on it and finding the right one, first of all, let's put it this way. I said I was going to do a female singers tier list, basically for the fact that the Summer Olympics were going on in Paris and a legend named Celine Dion showed up on the Eiffel Tower and sang and killed in the rain. Tell me you did that in your life. Anyway, I had to do a little bit of homework on this, so we're going to do a little bit of a tier list, and it's going to happen. However, I saw a bunch of tier lists on Tier List Maker. Go find it, go play with it. You know how to do that. And I saw some that were very simple, which is one I found and what I'm going to use in just a moment or two. But then I saw some that was probably 6 pages long, probably dating back to some of the past and some of the previous, some of the greatest ever. Now, need that in mind, this list is fluid. And also in a sense, as I show you this, I'm only going to use 4 tiers just because I have all these on the bottom here, and I am not going to make this a long video. I thought about it, and I'm like, no, we got other things we need to do. And so we got other things we need to do, places to go, people to see. And I'm going to make this probably a short video. So not every person, not every great female singer is on this tier list. In fact, to be quite honest with you, I looked and I kind of went through this, and I'm kind of eyeballing it. The 1A and 1B that I think Whitney Houston and Celine Dion are not on this list because it's more kind of now. It's more kind of today. And who's still kind of active. So Whitney Houston has passed away, but she's one. I can probably go with many people and say that Whitney Houston is the best female vocalist ever. Now, Mariah's up there, and even some of the greatest of all time, Aretha Franklin, Shirley Bassey. There are many others that have floated around here, but not everybody is on here. So this list is kind of going to be a little bit fluent. So with that in mind, let's just get right into this, and we're going to start. And I only did 4 lists, so let's just go right to it. And do not be offended because they're all good. I don't know. There might be there might be two people here that I don't know. But J-Lo is going to be an S tier. J-Lo has gone from the dance era to the movie era to the singing era. And when she first hit was If You Find My Love, and she just went off, and Waiting for Tonight, and then she just steamrolled into working with a lot of the rap stars and all that, and just continues to bring out banger after banger after banger. J-Lo is S tier without a question. Let's go next. Katy Perry will own an A tier. Now she has her own kind of identity, but Katy Perry is also one of the best in probably in the pop era and that's not even arguable. She is another one person in the world that has you don't know. It's nobody else's voice but Katy Perry's, and she deserves all the credit in the world. Did a Super Bowl. J-Lo also did a Super Bowl, I think. So Katy Perry up there, one of my favorites, up there in A tier. Ariana Grande, A tier. She also has that youth. She also has the youth on her side. She also has a late millennial Gen Z type of crowd. She was in the show Victorious, and the lady of her age of 1,000 voices, Ariana Grande's up there. Lady Gaga, A tier, has a lot of. I mean, not a lot of people liked her in the beginning, but as she groomed into her own identity, Lady Gaga, a lot of people don't or have issues with her, especially with the meat dress that she wore at the MTV Video Music Awards. After that, she evolved more as an artist, and now also she also was at the Paris Olympics performing, and she was in A Star Is Born. One of her best pieces of work ever was that movie, and she just recently did the second Joker as well. Where are we at here? Rihanna, B tier. That is a one arrogant human being, but damn good in the hip hop scene. Was very good as a younger cat. Now she blossomed, and she's now evolved into her own identity in the hip hop era. I mean, when I put them in B and C, that doesn't mean they're bad. It's just the level of my personal opinion. But Rihanna also recently just did a Super Bowl as well. Now, some of these I'm not even going to argue. Taylor Swift, uh, what do I have that S tier? The probably the most marketable and probably one of the greatest human beings on the face of God's green earth, and one of the best artists in the business era. Um, I could put her in A tier just because she's a Chiefs. She's now with the Chiefs fan. Peak A tier, her own. That's her own identity. One of the best in the business, and one of the best humans as well. Is a rebel, and you want rebels in the music business. That is going to take control of their profession and their work. Pink is one of them. Shakira, A tier. I'll give her that one. Shakira took a little backseat for a while, came back, and she still does the same stuff in her 40s. It's remarkable. Shakira, what is this? Camila Cabello. I'm gonna put her in C tier because I don't know very much about her. Dua Lipa, I am putting A tier. I don't care now. I did a video about some of my favorite female artists or singers or whatever, and I completely forgot Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa. Okay, Kelly Clarkson. Let's get this rolling. S tier. Kelly Clarkson, first ever American Idol winner. And she has evolved in absolutely one of the best careers. If it wasn't for American Idol, you wouldn't know who this person is. But she was a singer when she was a kid. She just blossomed into probably to one of the best voices ever. What do we got? Christina Aguilera, A tier. Oh, actually, I have her in S tier. And you know what? I'm going to leave her there because she's a Pittsburgh girl. And Christina Aguilera is in the same boat with the Christinas, with the Britney Spears, with all that stuff. And she came out and represented the 90s, early 2000s. Christina Aguilera, S tier. Let's go to Miley Cyrus. This is not a biased thing. B tier. She's in her own world. She wasn't really liked she was liked as a younger girl, Hannah Montana. Then she became her own person. She's actually more liked now than in the mid part where she was just a nutcase. And whether she has cleaned herself up sober and she does the whatever, but Miley Cyrus, keep her in B tier. Where are we at here? Madonna's going to be an S tier. That is a legend. There's no need to. That's not even an arguable. That's not even an arguable subject. Madonna still tours every once in a while, but she's a legend in the 80s and the 90s. Britney Spears, will put her in A tier just because she just does her thing in Vegas. I mean, you could put her in S and I wouldn't complain, but let's keep her in A for now. Now, Saya has her own identity as well. We'll put her in B tier, but she hasn't been out for so long. Definitely came around in the 2010s. Kesha will do the same thing. Not a lot of progress, but Kesha, she's had that issue with her management and everything like that. But Kesha, will keep her in B tier. Hope she comes back. She's very, very talented. Now, I don't know if I should do this, but I'm going to anyway. Beyonce, S tier. We knew out of everybody in Destiny's Child, she was going to be the one that was going to be the megastar. And let's just leave it at that. Selena Gomez, B tier. She has her own another person to have her own identity, but she doesn't put out a lot of stuff. She's more of a movie than she is a song star, but some of the songs that she's put out have been bangers. Billie Eilish has her own identity as well. A tier. You could put her in S if you want, just because of her popularity, but this generation knows Billie Eilish too much, and we'll keep her at that. Nicki Minaj, B tier. Excellent work in Young Money Records. Excellent work with Drake and everyone like that. Pretty much a rebel on her own right, but Nicki Minaj, B tier. I could put her in A if I wanted to. Now, here was the S tier. Mariah Carey going to S tier. That probably could be, it could very well be like, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Mariah Carey right up there at 1A and 1B. Adele will be A tier. She just had that big run in the Grammys a handful of years ago. boy, that she just absolutely just start raking in. No one ever heard of Adele until she just started gobbling Grammys up like Pac-Man. Avril Lavigne B tier. I actually could put her in A because she's now hit 40 and she looks phenomenal. But she was a big star in the 90s, early 2000s. Excuse me. And let's just keep her at that. Now, Cardi B, I'm going to put her in C tier. Let's just make this easy. I like her story coming out of nowhere, but then she has some good hits, but I mean, this is just a weird human being. If you thought Nicki was weird when she came out, then Cardi B does whatever she does. She's just a weird human being. Good artist, great artist, but it's just weird. Now, with this list, I can only do so much with this. You could rearrange this 5 minutes from now, but I did not want to find the one that has like 60, 80 freaking names on it. So that is my tier list for the female singers, some of the best of all time. Some of them can be swapped, and I could be totally, completely okay with that. And I know there's many that was not on this list. There's one that I missed out. Throw it in the comments and throw it in the tier that you would put in. I didn't want to make this a totally long video, but there's stuff I want to do. So I'm going to let you get the heck out of here, and I'm going to close the bar. And it always is, remember, you ever want to see more of this stuff, there is that subscribe button. Definitely hit that if you want to be alerted for all the new stuff that comes out. You made it to the end. Thumbs up. You make a comment. Hit the like button. And I'll see you, Blood Your Legends, in the next one. And yeah, they're not too bad. I'll see you guys later.